What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Storm and welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be doing a full in-depth analysis on this piece of trash game called the Vanguard. I am going to put my bias aside and talk about the pros and cons of this game. Boy, there are a lot of those. So, I've been reading through Twitter and everything to find out what people think about this game, see what actually went wrong. Just really basically find out why this game is so disliked. We should have the developers back hopefully soon, so the updates should start coming out, so kind of hoping that things do improve. So, first one I want to talk about is the multiplayer, specifically currently the amount of game modes there are. If you just go back inside COD title, then you'll know that on average there's about 30, well, there used to be about 13 game modes per launch. I don't know when that roughly started to end. I think that started to end after Call of Duty World War II. For example, in this one, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's 9 game modes currently right from the get-go. Obviously, you got your team deathmatch, domination, search and destroy, free for all, hardpoint, kill confirmed. But if you even go back to Modern Warfare, there is a lot more game modes than these. That's all there is. Maps, I gotta admit, there are a lot of maps. No one can deny that there aren't a lot. 19 maps right from the get-go. That's pretty good, I would say. So, I'd say that is a positive. Of course, there is these mosh pits and stuff like Armageddon and Shipments 24/7, big on blips and stuff like that, Champion Hill. But in the main core of it, there is just so little content. There is so little to do, which is what I've been seeing a lot of people have a massive issue with. Another issue I've been seeing popping up a lot is skill-based matchmaking. I'm gonna show my record so you guys know what my KD is like. My elimination to death ratio is 1.12, which means theoretically I should get put in lobbies with people that have a KD on average. Well, the lobby KD is on average 1.60. Through vigorous testing, that is what I've so far found out. If that was any higher, it will obviously go up, any lower, it'll start to drop a little bit, but it seems to be mainly going off your kill death ratio or elimination death ratio compared to this game. Oh yeah, because I know some people actually wanted to see that. There are my medals. So far, I have too many triple kills. 32 triple kills. But yeah, we're gonna be doing just play some of the games. Why I'm talking about these. At no point of interest before I begin though with the gameplay and talk about the gameplay is the characters. I've heard a lot of complaints about how each character, some of these to unlock the mastery skins, you have to actually buy bundles, which is a massive turn-off. It's not really a good thing to have in a game. Obviously, I can see where the developers are coming from. They want to try and make as much money as possible, and doing these bundle systems make them a lot more money. Supply drops were actually, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but better in the regards of it's randomized, but you can guarantee certain content. As this, you can't really, you spend less money and you can get more stuff that you want. However, when it comes to these, they're significantly overpriced. So you buying say 2,400 for one skin, 2 weapon variants, a couple of finishers. Not really too much, which can be a massive turn off to the game, of course. That is a really big negative. So we've talked about how many game modes there are. Again, it's ridiculous. Other games such as Halo, Halo Infinite's campaign has been riddled with like hackers and stuff, but their developers are actually constantly updating the game, constantly making new game modes. For example, the game modes that are currently being leaked to be released are Infected, and games similar to that. Obviously, I play Halo a lot, but I don't really follow the side of the updates and the new stuff coming to Halo. However, when it comes to Call of Duty, we don't know what else is coming to the game. What other game modes can they theoretically add? Like, right from the get-go, Search and Destroy, there was other ones aside from that in the Modern Warfare, which I might be able to show you guys later. But aside from that, it's not really that decent, I want to say. It's kind of sad to see what Call of Duty is, because obviously this is on the Modern Warfare engine, which is what, a 3-year-old engine. So we're on a 3-year-old engine trying to play this game, which I know can be a massive downside. Already I can tell this is going to be a bad lobby skill based. We're on Assault Pacing, so 7v7. The gunplay, I actually feel like the gunplay is pretty decent. I'm not probably in the minority there, but I actually have not really too much issues with the
They're taking Baker.
like, I haven't got really any problems with the gunplay. Quite a lot of the guns do feel really nice, really good. We've got the, like, a certain oomph about the weapons itself. Obviously my sensitivity is shocking. That's something I also noticed. It seems like your sensitivity changes all the time. Like, mine's on 9, obviously in Modern Warfare it'll be a lot higher. Obviously due to Modern Warfare, they say it's faster, but it's not really that. It's not as fast.
Taking Baker.
Did my teammate kill me then? He did as well. Lovely. But see, I'm not really good players, but you can really get this general idea of like what the issues are. Spawns though, as you can see, terrible. Seeing that Call of Duty's had the issue for a very long ass time now.
Capturing Able.
Like, the issue with spawns is basically, since an argument is, since spawn you're going to end up dying, especially in maps like Shipment. Game modes like that, you will die a lot of time. And hello there, and how are you? Huh?
Losing objective Able. Enemy's got a fly bomb incoming. Taking Charlie.
Very nice.
We dug in at Charlie.
Yeah, as you can see, guys, I wouldn't say it's too bad, like, the skill-based matchmaking, if you're, like, just casual and you do drop, but you have to be willing to actually lower your standards, I want to say. Like, as you can see, I'm not nowhere near pulling a positive in this game mode. I'm dying literally rapidly, too fast.
Taking able.
Never mind this. Anyway, go back to the review because I don't want to just honestly talk about.
Cover your head. Enemy followers. Securing Baker. Heads up. Enemy flight bombs coming in hot. Triple kill. Recon mission ready. Find the bastard.
Anyway, back to the game. Well, not game, sorry. Back to. Another issue I heard with this game is the lack of replayability, which, honestly, I've had to admit there is. There's no really incentive for players now to continue playing this. Once you hit like a certain point, that's it. The game is nowhere near fun, it's just a drag. You start to like, just, you don't want to play it after a certain point. Huh? Yeah? What? Alright.
The enemy has a close combination. Push back. Enemy got side bombing. Capturing able.
Oh. I like how I'm trying to stream it and I forgot I was on call.
Capturing Baker.
No.
Enemy's got a side bombing.
Well, annoyed that you haven't. I'm really annoyed that you haven't.
Closing with Baker.
Jesus Christ, what are these spawns, everyone?
Friendly glide bomber incoming.
I'm not happy with it. Like, at the moment, guys, as you can see, these spawns are... You can see why a lot of people are not having a great time with the spawning. Still trying to pull positive, of course, but not really the best. There is a lot of fundamental issues, like with multiplayer as well. There is hell. I mean, there is so many bugs in the multiplayer itself. It's insane. I've had points where the game just crashes. You get kicked out of random games for no reason. I've had guns disappear on me. It's like I'm shooting invisible weapons, which is... I know it's been happening on Warzone as well. So not really the best thing you want when you're trying to play Call of Duty.
Securing Charlie.
Also, certain perks are extremely powerful.
Hold your ground.
Some of them I would say is a little... Huh? Oh. There's literally no rush right there. You get like invisible things. And with this like play, you could actually see one of the main issues with spawn age. You spawn too close to the enemies quite a lot. Like, the amount of times I've died just because I've spawned right in front of the enemies is insane. Also, hackers, I've noticed, they're a big thing. They did say they wanted to, like, cut them off. They basically wanted to stop it, but it never really changed, I want to say. I'm going to back out of this, because I don't want to keep having this gameplay going. I don't really find this game fun at all. A positive that I have seen is obviously leveling up these guys to max level. Everyone seems to like like that you can do that. Me personally, I don't, because yes, you can get extra stuff for doing it, but there's not really too much incentive to actually go out and do all this. Obviously, the battle pass is back, and it's not really that good. And hello there. How are you? Oh. I can never say your name. I do apologize for that. OTBY underscore. I don't know how. I you know me, I'm terrible with pronunciations when it comes to certain names, so I do apologize for that. These battle pass systems are shit, but I can see why they put them in. Gets them more funding, well, as they say. Alright. So, events are pretty, they're okay-ish, but they're trying to force you to like play games that honestly you do not want to play. I admit that no one really wants to play this game currently, as it stands. The Pick 10 system is back, but I've noticed that a complaint is it's not historically accurate. For example, you're not gonna, in World War II you weren't running around with holographic sights. You weren't gonna stand there and just go, oh, I have a holographic sight for this. Which, again, I actually do agree is quite poor on the development. Like, I guess you can make certain attachments, but because the first suppressors were designed in World War II, so suppressors are actually a historically accurate thing. They just weren't common in the day. The main weapons that were used in snipers were specific types of sniper rifles, to be exact, mostly long-range silenced operations. They did have certain grips to help soldiers hold the weapons in certain conditions. For example, the Germans did use a form of rubber and quite a lot of different tapes, so obviously the metal when holding the weapon did not actually stick to the skin, because when it gets like really cold, obviously guns and metal itself can actually freeze quite and get really cold to the touch, which makes it harder to become operational and keep the weapon operational in a war type scenario. So I can actually see why they added grip, so that is actually correct. Obviously, grenade launchers were actually a thing, bayonets were. However, the grenade launchers were a lot different to what you get in, like, say, this. Some soldiers actually did use flashlights, so I'm going for like certain attachments that you can see, like to like back them up and say why they actually were a thing, and then sometimes they weren't. With this, as someone calls the Thompson, there was actually a drum mag designed. However, it was not a the priority. When it came to the Thompson SMG, the drum mags were secondary. They designed because they were actually more of a hassle to use when actually in combat. The drum mag itself made it harder to reload properly and keep the magazine inside running perfectly without any issues. So as they say in this game, the .45 ACP 30 round fast mag, that was actually the common type of magazine with the Thompson SMG. But obviously, it's interesting to point out that they decided to go with the drum mag for this one. The PPSH, exact same thing. The drum mag was actually secondary. They did prefer the standard clip-in mag. If you're wondering, I studied World War II a hell of a lot. I love all aspects of World War II. So that's why I do know my things about when it comes to that sort of thing. I just realised I've got 2 different variants of this already. Jesus Christ. That is something I can't get around. The white obsidian, they gave the M1 Garand a drum mag. Why? That is just so... that just ruins historical accuracy, eh? So, what other things have I heard are massive issues? Perks. Some of them are quite not practical in any sort of regard. For example, not many people run like Scavenger because it's so quick paced. In like smaller maps, you're not gonna ever need it. Long range maps, you're not gonna need that either because you're just gonna get quite a few kills really, really quickly and then die. Especially in hardcore, kill death is literally insane. You see them, they're gonna get dropped in 1 or 2 shots, no matter what. And there's actually less perks as well than what they used to be. In Modern Warfare, there's actually there is a few more perks. And I won't say there's many more, but there is a massive standard in how perk systems work. So I would actually say that is a negative about the game. So, again, field upgrades, there was a massive issue. Again, some of these are pretty useful and some of them are not. Like Goliath bomb is basically an RCXD but a worse version because it's slower. You can easily shoot them out. The amount of times I've tried to use that to see how effective it was when it just died because how slow it can be is insane. Explosive range is obviously pretty good though, so I do have to actually admit that. Honestly, people love the weapon variants, like, which is probably what's keeping this freaking Call of Duty in check so far. Especially when you get bundles like that, where you get, if I was to see if I can preview the weapon, that is actually what people obviously they're trying to sell. Pretty decent, pretty nice looking skin, but then look at the price. You won't think that's really worth what a Skull Thump shield, which is just a shield with a camo on. A specific variant of a sniper rifle which you can build yourself. And same with this, really. The only things that you actually get for this is just a skin. So you're paying what? How much is that really? 2,400 is roughly, let's see, golden card points. 2,400 is exactly 16.79 pounds. So you're paying almost, how much in USD? That is approximately $20, I would say. So yeah, $20 for one skin type. That is just ridiculous. You're paying so much for a weapon variant and a skin. You can create the weapon variant yourself if you wanted to. The only thing you gain is obviously the look of the gun. And then even with that, when you try to add attachments to weapons you spent £16 on to make it your own, it completely ruins the gun. So you're paying £16 for a skin of a weapon, and when you're trying to add different attachments to that weapon you paid for, it ruins the entire gun. It makes it in useless, it makes it look disgusting. That's pathetic on so many fucking levels. It's insane. I already talked about how operators are working. Challenges there. Quite a lot of these challenges are completely broken. They won't work for you. The camo, that's a major issue with the game. For example, guys like FaZe Jev and everyone who actually grinded for the skins of these weapons. They wanted to be like all the skins. I have not personally, because I only use the MP40 because that's my go-to weapon. I love the MP40. The atomic camo doesn't even work. It literally, you cannot unlock it. You complete all of the diamond grind, you complete everything, get to atomic camo, does not work. That's just ridiculous for quite... Basically, it's like a slap into the face for the guys that truly play this game, keep the company going. It's really ridiculous. They try and make it up for the fight, adding games like Krampus. What does Krampus even do? You want to have fun with friends, even in private matches. Krampus has been known to show up and just ruin, like, obviously. So you're doing a 1v1 snipers on private matches, which honestly, that's what I used to love doing in Call of Duty. I used to love being able to 1v1 people. Now, during this Christmas event, there's a bug where Krampus spawns in those 1v1s. So it completely ruins the point of a 1v1. It makes it ineffective. Really stupid in how it functions. One thing I've seen a bit of praise for is the campaign. The campaign on Vanguard can be summed up in one or two ways. You can either love it or hate it. Me personally, I like a good campaign. I like the fact that they've gone to like so many different fronts. Like they've gone from, obviously you got the North front, the Western and Eastern battles, Pacific, African, obviously in the German. So you got all that, but the major issue is that I've seen is the amount of time in between each mission. You got a very long cutscene. Like before even gameplay, you can be in a cutscene for 5 minutes. You want to play campaign, yet you're stuck in a cutscene for 5 minutes. Sure, you can skip it, but then you lose context about what's going on, which is really bad. In so many levels, that is awful game design. If you made it like the campaign even like, say you design a good campaign, which honestly Call of Duty does. When you're playing the campaign itself, it's good. I'm probably in the minority with that opinion, but I like the campaign. I have a really big issue with obviously the way it's handled. Now, I'm not really a zombies player. Well, should I say multiplayer player? Sorry, I'm more of a zombies player. I mix my words up then. Zombies have been destroyed. I don't know what Treyarch was thinking. I know it's not their fault. I know that Activision has the final say in absolutely everything. It's quite sad to see, to be honest. Basically,
no friends out there. Subdue
an
all
issue
threats.
that's going on
Stay
with that is
critical of your opponents and yourself.
you sneak up behind me just to melee me? Okay, man. But yeah, the way everything is, the game itself is just awful. No. Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous, like, the zombies, I used to love, playing good old zombies. BO1, BO2. Oh, those zombies were the freaking... Not really BO2, but definitely BO1 zombies. And the BO3... They were my absolute favorites by far. Especially BO3. Having obviously the Revelations, Zombies Chronicles. Oh my god, when I managed to replay Kino the Zone on BL3 that was the best experience probably in Zombies history for me personally, because I absolutely love that sort of field of it. I want to say a positive with this game, it doesn't feel as campy, but I could be wrong. Obviously my experience will differ compared to everyone else's, but I don't feel as if the game itself, I won't feel as if the game itself is campy. Like, good grenade throw. So yeah, this game mode, well, not really this game mode, but it's not campy, which is a good sign. And hopefully that continues. No one really loves a campy game. Me personally, I hate when a game's too campy. It ruins the experience for me. That was the issue Modern Warfare had. Oh god, I miss all those shots. I'm in terrible aim. But yeah, zombies, as I was saying, does not feel good in any way, any shape or form. Zombies, awful. I can understand why the community is upset with Treyarch. God fucking damn it, man. Someone stole my kill. I don't mind, I guess. Yeah, I really don't play this game as often as I used to. I love being crossfired, you know. When I first started playing this, I thought it was good at first, I want to say. I would say I'm definitely in the minority there. What the frick hit me? I do not know. I do not understand how he hit me then. Anyway, back to zombies. It doesn't feel as it should be. We're all typical to the obviously round-based systems. Obviously the way round-based used to be, it's like you go kill some amount of zombies each round, it will go up and up and up, and it get harder and harder, of course. Everyone knows that. With objective-based systems, you have to complete objectives to go up in rounds. I did an entire stream on how to become overpowered by round 5. By round 5, I fully maxed out all perks, had 2 fully maxed pack-a-punch weapons, and that's it. Game technically is over there. It ruins the grind, I want to say. In zombies, one of the key fundamental things about it was the way it's designed, the way it'll be a challenge always. Obviously, there was certain people that pushed zombies to its limits. I'm looking at Shino back in World at War, where people get to around 9,000. We have people going just grinding hours upon hours just to get to 10k. I admit that an impressive feat. Obviously, they don't get as much credit as they really should. Personally, I believe that anyway. They deserve a lot more better than what they got. I will go into much more detail, like with the numbers and everything, later, like in the next stream. But for now, that's really all I should really say about this crap game. Honestly, the quicker I can get off this game, the better for me, personally, because I don't like it. There's certain things that is good, but then there's certain things that really aren't. I'm hoping the next Call of Duty game will be a lot better. And then kind of hoping that because Trauki is hopefully back now, that when they get into the actual gameplay, there are more game modes. The way to revive this game, personally, is to remove the bugs, because there is a lot of those. Is to file out like the core material in multiplayer, add more game modes, sort out the COD League, because that is completely destroyed. That's why people like Nadeshot and everyone else is going at Treyarch. They don't like this game because they've ruined the fundamentals of Call of Duty. So yeah, I'm really hoping that more game modes do get added, especially for this mid-season update. The fan favorite controller's return for Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 wasn't that praised. So if you want to bring back good things from Call of Duty, look at what they've done in the past. World at War, BO1, BO2. Look at those 3 or 4 games. Look at those games in particular. Look what made their multiplayers good. Sure, BO1's multiplayer wasn't that good. Best multiplayer, in my personal opinion, are Modern Warfare 2 and BO2. A Treyarch will want to repair this multiplayer. Look at those two games. Look what they did right and use that formula. They took a gigantic step back recently in like recent years. I'm hoping that obviously things change really soon. I hope they fix zombies, add a round-based system with wonder weapons, add new maps to it. Hell, even Zombie Chronicles 2 would be amazing. That might revive the zombies mode in this game. Because people want a good system. People want a good mode. Zombies isn't giving you that currently. If they had Zombies Chronicles 2 though, round-based with old maps, fan favorite maps, honestly, it might work out perfectly and make them exactly what they need and want. Hell, recently I've been hearing about if they had Transit back into this. Transit was a hated map, yet a lot of people are calling for it. The reason why is because they will finally add something back into Call of Duty Zombies that people want. Die Rise, there's another map people did not like, but they said if they add it to Vanguard, they'll actually buy Vanguard because it brings back a old map that actually might be good now. That they actually take sympathy on and want to play because they haven't played it on a newer game. They should take what was so good about the old games and old zombies to make it better. Obviously, that's my perspective. Everyone has their own. So if you guys do have any different views, then please do share and let me know, because I want to hear you guys' obviously opinions and everything. What do you think makes Call of Duty great? I have no script. I'm just going off the top of my head with this. This is just speaking straight from my heart about how I truly feel about this game. This is my personal review of Call of Duty Vanguard. Weapons, not historically accurate, like the attachments. Certain attachments are, so that's why I do and have mentioned it. Character leveling up, don't find them the best. Zombies, worse than the entire series. I really do hope they fix. Hope they add more game modes. Custom play, hope that gets a bit like better. And I also hope they add the feature of letting you pause while playing zombies in solo. It's ridiculous that you can. And if you've gone away for like 2 minutes, you get booted out of your game. You spend what, £60, $70 on this game. Just how it break. And when you try and play, for example, I bought Vanguard because I thought the zombies would actually be decent in it. This is before, obviously, we all found out how it was, because it said, oh, they're bringing back zombies. They made like a good looking trailer. Obviously, I was really fooled then. I got the game, I thought, oh, it'll be great. Turns out it's a load of dog shit. Anyway, before I get too angry, I'm going to call it here, everyone. Thank you for listening to me just ramble on about this horrid game. I know it's not really what anyone wants to do anymore. If you do like what you see though, we're going to be doing a original Black Ops stream later. It's going to be a keynote to Totem Zombies to show you guys what true zombies experience feels like. Turning back the years with a good old BO1. With a bit of Kino de Totem. Until then, my name's Stormkiller. You guys, I love you all. This is me signing off now. Goodbye.